Hey guys, what's up? It's Derek again. Part 2 of my Isle Royale preparation videos. This is going to be my gear. This is going to include everything except for my food and toiletries and like first aid. This is going to be like the hard gear. Video number 1, I did my clothing, and this is going to be my gear. It's not all going to go. Some of it is, some of it's not. Let's start off. Number 1. Backpack. Gregory Z65 65 liter lightweight bag. The thing is actually very voluminous once it's packed up. Hopefully it's not going to be too heavy. I'm trying to be very conscious about that. But anyways, super nice pack. A Gregory Z65. You can't get these anymore. I got mine like on closeout, and it was one of the best things that I ever bought. Let's move on to sleep system. Oh, sorry about that. I'm on my bed once again. I'm only bringing one sleeping pad. This thing is super bulky, but it's super lightweight. It's a Thermarest Soul Light. It's like their Z series, so it's foam. It's got this reflective coating on the back. It's not going to be very plush. It's pretty thin, but it's ultra lightweight. This thing is like a couple ounces, and it's going to be kind of big hanging off the back of the bag, but whatever, make up for it value wise in the weight, I suppose. So Thermarest Soul Light pad. Next, go to the tent. REI Passage 1 freestanding 1-person 3-season tent. I have it all packed up. That is the tent, the footprint, and the fly. Really small package. Thing's gonna be sweet. It's, I don't know, 4 pounds or something like that. It's not very heavy. It's not ultralight, but it's not super heavy. I have the poles separately because I like to do that and put them somewhere else in the bag. Sleeping bag wise, going lightweight Marmot NanoWave 45. It's more like a 50-degree bag, summer bag. I don't have it cinched all the way down. I don't have this sleeping bag or the tent cinched all the way down either, but it'll get smaller. The NanoWave can be a lot smaller, but I mean, you know, that's the size of my hand. Spread out, it's pretty tiny. So hopefully that'll keep me warm in conjunction with my long underwear base layer and the Nano Puff. What's next? First aid. This is a giant first aid kit, and I'm not bringing the whole thing. I just put it out to remind myself to bring some first aid. So I will bring, you know, some duct tape and, I don't know, anti-diarrheal, some ibuprofen, an EpiPen, some allergy pills. My toiletries are a separate deal, but that'll come next, and I'm going to thin this down. I'm not even going to bring this case. I'm going to put it in like a Ziploc. But once again, that's just to remind myself to bring some first aid. Excuse my sniffles. Allergy season. Water storage. I'm bringing no Nalgene's because those things are heavy. I'm bringing 2 1-liter bottles, Smart Water, to refill. They'll fit in the side of the pack. There's nice pockets for those. That'll be my primary source, and obviously I'll refill those using my filter. Next, I'm bringing this cheap, like Walmart $2 collapsible outdoor products. It's a 1-liter bag if I need it for extra water storage. It folds up to nothing. It weighs nothing. That's just backup because up on the Greenstone Ridge, you know, there's not a lot of water sources, so dependent upon temperature and humidity and how much I'm huffing and puffing, we'll see how much water I need. I'm going to bring a 2-liter water bladder. This is a Hydra Pack water bladder. It will fit right inside my bag, so I'll at least have 2 liters there, 2 liters there, and potentially an extra liter if I really need it. That's a lot of water to carry. 5 liters times 2.2 pounds per liter, you know, 10 plus pounds. That's a lot of water, but God, if you need it, you need it. So bring in this guy for a backup, just in case. Speaking of water, let's talk about my filtration system. I'm bringing a Sawyer Mini. That's like a Sawyer Squeeze, but it's a smaller version. I think it's like a 0.1 micron, pretty tiny. The plunger is to back flush it in case the filter gets all gunked up and manky. Really, in like 5 days, I should not need that plunger, but you know, chance favors the prepared mind, so I'm bringing the plunger just in case. You hook that up to these Sawyer bags. Bag goes under the filter like that. You squeeze it, filter it into your water bottles. These bags are halfway notorious for failing, hence the reason I'm bringing 2 of them. They're both 32 ounce bags. You know, that's basically a liter. So if one fails, I still have the capacity to have another one as backup. You know, you can always boil your water, but that is a big pain. It takes a long time, so I'm relying on these guys. What's next? May or may not be coming. Strap. This is a strap that I would usually strap my bag up to a tree out of some big nylon webbing. You know, it's not super heavy, but everything counts. And so that may or may not come. I might just say, screw it, there's no bears. Just find a tree to hang my bag from. My bag has a rain cover on it, so this may not go. A couple dry bags. Definitely bringing this Seal line. It's a 5-liter dry bag. That'll probably be my clothing bag. Keep everything in there nice and dry. You can compress it all down, makes it super small. Definitely going. Sea to Summit, small. This is like just a, I don't know how many liter bag is this thing. It's micro tiny, half, 1 liter or something. That's gonna be like my camera and headlamp and electronics batteries are gonna go in there. Have a couple other just stuff sacks. Those may or may not go. So I don't know about these. Well, we shall see. Mosquito head net, definitely going. Weighs nothing. Ultra usable if you need it. And if you don't have it and you need it, you're going to hate your life. So that's definitely coming. Let's move on over here. Some bug spray, Benz 100. I go for the full-on DEET, man. I don't care about any skin cancer. I care about bug bites. So for the amount that you actually use this stuff on your skin, it's not going to give you cancer. So go big or go home all full of bug bites. You're going to go home full of bug bites anyways, so you might as well go home smelling like Benz 100. What's next? How about some lights? This is a Luci solar-powered lantern. This thing, you inflate it and it pops up to be yay big. It's got a bunch of LEDs on the inside. It's very lightweight, very compressible. Strap it on the outside of your bag, and it's solar powered to recharge. So I'll just leave that strapped on my bag all day, and I'll hang that up from the top of my tent, so I have some nice reading light or just chillaxing light when I'm inside. Headlamp. This is like a Coast 5 LED. It's nothing terribly special, but it's pretty bomb proof. Uses triple LEDs, or uses AAA batteries, excuse me. And so that'll come. That'll be obviously what I'm wearing around camp and walking around in the woods. Backup light, I'm bringing a another LED light. This is a Amazon from China special. The thing is ridiculously bright, and you can get them. They're like $9 or something. It's not super heavyweight. It's zoomable, so it's actually very cool, and it's very light and super bright. And it uses like an 18630. Is that what the name of those batteries are? Anyways, a rechargeable proprietary battery. A little hank of paracord, 550 cord. You need that. Cutting tools. I'm bringing 2 different things. I'm bringing a Victorinox Spirit X. I think that's what it's called, multi-tool. It's got scissors, a saw, pliers, everything you could expect from multi-tool, screwdrivers, can openers, whatnot. More a knife, more a heavy-duty, companion heavy-duty is what it's actually called. Let's see if I can do this without cutting myself. Scandi grind, ultra lightweight, super sharp. You can baton some stuff if you need to, but if you totally destroy it, you really don't care because it's not a very expensive item. Blaze orange so you don't lose it. Obviously your knife being a very needed item in the woods. Cooking wise, ferro rod, a lighter. I'm bringing a canister stove. Whoop! This is like a MSR Pocket Rocket knockoff. Once again, this is an Amazon Chinese purchase. Threads right on there. This is a 100-gram fuel canister, and the stove pot stands flip around. And you know, 100 grams is not that much fuel, but under ideal conditions it should boil, I don't know, about 22 cup servings. So that should be adequate for what I'm going to do. I'm bringing this is just the case the stove goes in, Stanley stainless steel pot. That'll be to boil all my water in. All my food essentially that I'm going to cook is going to be Mountain House in pouch meals. So I'm going to be eating not even out of this. This is going to be strictly water boiling. Cheap stainless steel cup which nests the pot, and actually the fuel canister will nest right down inside the pot. The stove will go inside there also. It all fits. The lighter will go in there. The ferro rod will go in there. So that's a pretty small self-contained unit. To go along with that, since I'm going to be eating out of Mountain House pouches for the most part, I have this Optimus super long handled titanium spoon. You know, ultra light. It's big, but if you're eating out of pouches, that's what you need to get all the way to the bottom of the pouch. I mean, this thing is the Dirk Diggler of spoons. It's, you know, 8 inches long, as she said. So that's that. A rope. You know, this is my bear bag to hang up my food. There's no bears on Isle Royale. There's only a couple wolves. You know, the foxes will get your food, but I'm always in the habit of hanging my food away from camp, and so this, you know, 50 feet of paracord and a beaner, I always bring that for sure. This MSR pack towel, I showed you that earlier, but it's going to be in its own little case, and that's going to go into the mess kit. Man, what else? I think as of now, that's about it. I have to now kind of get on my food. I'm not going to go over the whole food that I'm bringing because frankly I haven't really decided yet. And there may be more stuff sacks, less stuff sacks, a couple plastic trash bags in there to protect other things, but essentially that's the gear, guys. So go MSU Bobcats and go Isle Royale. I'm stoked. It's going to be awesome. So once again, thanks for watching. Wish me luck, and I'll be back in couple weeks with some videos of the adventures. Alright, cool. Thanks guys. Bye.